In the deepest, darkest corners of our world, something has been waiting. We always believed the abyss was silent, a realm of mindless predators. We were wrong. Down there, in the crushing dark, a new form of intelligence has awakened. Ancient, cunning, and hungry. It has watched us from the depths, learning our patterns, our technology, our vulnerabilities. And now, it's rising. It began as a series of isolated incidents, seismic anomalies, communication blackouts on deep-sea rigs. We dismissed them as technical failures, the predictable challenges of operating in such a hostile environment. But then, the first structure fell. The oil rig Triton's Folly, a fortress of steel and concrete, a billion-dollar marvel of engineering, vanished from our screens in less than 90 seconds. The official reports cited a catastrophic structural failure. The truth was far more terrifying. Survivors' accounts were disjointed, dismissed as trauma-induced hysteria. They spoke of a shadow in the water, a force of impossible strength, of something that seemed to ... think. It wasn't a random act of nature. It was targeted. It was an attack. That's when I was brought in. My name is Dr. Aris Thorne. For 20 years, I've dedicated my life to studying Mitsukarina Ostoni, the goblin shark. A creature so elusive, so bizarre, it's often called a living fossil. We thought we knew them. We thought they were solitary, sluggish bottom dwellers, no threat to anything larger than a small fish. But the data didn't lie. The telemetry from the Triton's black box showed a biological impact signature that defied all known models. The force, the speed, the repeated strategic strikes at critical support junctions. It was the work of a goblin shark, but one unlike any ever recorded. This creature, it's different. Scans show a brain mass and frontal lobe development that shouldn't exist. It's not just hunting, it's strategizing. It's using the ocean's currents, its topography, even our own sonar against us. It disabled the Triton's communications array first, then triggered a chain reaction in the drilling core. It wasn't just trying to destroy the rig, it was trying to send a message. So a team was assembled, a ghost unit, Commander Eva Rostova, the best deep-sea combat specialist the Navy has to offer, Dr. Lena Petrova, the engineer who designed the very rigs now being targeted, and me, the man who might be the only one who can get inside its head. Our mission: descend into the Mariana Trench, the last known location of this anomaly, and neutralize the threat. They call it Operation Deep Dive. I call it a suicide mission. We're going down in the Hades, the most advanced submersible ever built. A Titan of titanium and reinforced plexiglass designed to withstand pressures that could crush a tank. But we're not going into an empty void. We're entering its home, its territory, and it knows we're coming. The first few hours of the descent were eerily quiet. Just the hum of the life support and the endless inky blackness outside the viewport. Then, the first ping, a sonar contact, massive, moving with impossible speed. It appeared on our screens for a fraction of a second, then vanished. A ghost Rostova called it shadowing. It was testing our defenses, mapping our capabilities. It was learning us just as we were trying to learn it. Then the games began. It would appear at the edge of our floodlights, a fleeting, grotesque shape, its long snout and protruding jaws a nightmarish silhouette. Then it would disappear into the gloom. It triggered false sensor readings, leading us on wild goose chases into treacherous underwater canyons. It used its own body to create pressure waves, rattling the Hades to its very core, testing for weaknesses. This wasn't a dumb animal. This was a master tactician. The first real attack came without warning. No sonar ping, no beast. Just a bonjoring impact that threw us across the cockpit. Red lights flashed, alarms screamed. The outer hull had been breached. It had used a deep-sea volcanic vent as cover, masking its thermal and acoustic signature. It outsmarted our multi-million-dollar sensor suite. Petrova worked frantically to reroute power and seal the breach, her face pale in the emergency lighting. We were bleeding oxygen into the abyss. Rostova ordered a counterattack. We launched a volley of sonic pulse torpedoes designed to disorient large marine life. The sonar screen lit up as they sped towards the target, and then nothing. The creature simply sidestepped them like a bullfighter avoiding a charge. It was as if it understood the technology. It then turned the tables on us, ramming a torpedo back towards a rock wall, the resulting explosion causing a subaquatic landslide that nearly buried us alive. We were trapped, miles beneath the surface, with a damaged sub and a dwindling air supply. And outside, a predator that was smarter, faster, and more relentless than anything we could have ever imagined. It wasn't just one rig anymore. Global reports started flooding our scrambled comms link. Another platform in the North Sea, a deep-sea mining operation off the coast of Japan. It was coordinating, or worse, there were more of them. This wasn't about territory. It wasn't about food. This was extermination. For decades, we had poisoned its home, drilled into its world, filled its silent sanctuary with noise and pollution. We had pushed, and now something was pushing back. Our last-ditch plan is insane. Petrova has jury-rigged the sub's core reactor. We're going to lure it in close, using the last of our power to mimic a distressed rig, a final, desperate gambit. When it comes for the kill, we overload the core. A contained subatomic blast that will, hopefully, vaporize it and everything else within a 2-mile radius, including us. The decoy is active. The countdown has begun. We can see it on the sonar, circling, moving closer. It's slower this time. Cautious. It knows something is wrong. Or perhaps it's just savoring the moment. Through the main viewport, I can see it. Not just a shadow anymore, but its full, terrifying form. Its eyes. They aren't the dead black eyes of a fish. They are ancient, intelligent, and they are looking right at me. There's no malice in them, just a cold, calculated certainty. It extends its jaws, a horrifying, alien motion. This is the end of the line. We came down here to hunt a monster, and in the end, we've become the bait in its trap. The only question left is, will our sacrifice be enough? Thanks for watching our story unfold. If you were captivated by this journey into the abyss, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more thrilling content. We have many more tales from the deep to share with you. See you next time.